And now here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. It is the time you have wasted for your rose that makes your rose so important. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched, they are felt with the heart. Grown-ups never understand anything by themselves, and it is tiresome for children to be always and forever explaining things to them. I have lived a great deal among grown-ups. I have seen them intimately, close at hand. And that hasn't much improved my opinion of them. But if you come at just any time, I shall never know at what hour my heart is to be ready to greet you. You're beautiful, but you're empty. No one could die for you. Only the children know what they are looking for. And when your sorrow is comforted, time soothes all sorrows, you will be content that you have known me. His look was very serious, like someone lost far away. Little golden objects that set lazy men to idle dreaming. Approach, so that I may see you better. To forget a friend is sad. Not everyone has had a friend. Well, I must endure the presence of a few caterpillars if I wish to become acquainted with the butterflies. Thirst had made me a little feverish, and I looked at them as if I were in a dream. It is such a mysterious place, the land of tears. I stopped in my tracks, my heart torn asunder, but still I did not understand. The time for action is now. It's never too late to do something. If you succeed in judging yourself rightly, then you are indeed a man of true wisdom. If I try to describe him here, it is to make sure that I shall not forget him. On ne sait jamais. One never knows. For he never forgot a question once he had asked it. But if you tame me, then we shall need each other. To me, you will be unique in all the world. To you, I shall be unique in all the world. The proof that the little prince existed is that he was charming, that he laughed, and that he was looking for a sheep. If anybody wants a sheep, that is proof that he exists. Sometimes, there is no harm in putting off a piece of work until another day. If you love a flower that lives on a star, it is sweet to look at the sky at night. All the stars are abloom with flowers. You alone will have the stars as no one else has them. You know one loves the sunset, when one is so sad. You'll have stars that can laugh. Look at the sky. Ask yourselves, has the sheep eaten the flower, yes or no? And you will see how everything changes. I wonder, he said, whether the stars are set alight in heaven so that one day each one of us may find his own again. Even though human life may be the most precious thing on earth, we always behave as if there were something of higher value than human life. Trying to be witty leads to lying, more or less. But certainly, for us who understand life, figures are a matter of indifference. I did not know how to reach him, how to catch up with him. The land of tears is so mysterious. He fell as gently as a tree falls. There was not even any sound. What saves a man is to take a step. Then another step. It is always the same step, but you have to take it. He had taken seriously words which were without importance, and it made him very unhappy. Straight ahead you can't go very far. No single event can awaken within us a stranger whose existence we had never suspected. To live is to be slowly born. Each man must look to himself to teach him the meaning of life. It is not something discovered, it is something molded. It's a question of discipline, the little prince told me later on. When you've finished washing and dressing each morning, you must tend your planet. Happiness doesn't lie in the objects we gather around us. To find it, all we need to do is open our eyes. The only things you learn are the things you tame. I was too young to know how to love her. Of course I love you. It is my fault that you have not known it all the while. You know, my flower. I'm responsible for her. And she's so weak. And so naive. She has 4 ridiculous thorns to defend her against the world. Love is not just looking at each other, it's looking in the same direction. One never ought to listen to the flowers. One should simply look at them and breathe their fragrance. Mine perfumed all my planet. But I did not know how to take pleasure in all her grace. If you come at 4 in the afternoon, I'll begin to be happy by 3. And the little prince broke into a lovely peal of laughter, which irritated me very much. I like my misfortunes to be taken seriously. You will have 500 million little bells, and I shall have 500 million springs of fresh water. Ephemeral means which is in danger of speedy disappearance. You're not a man, you're a mushroom. Men have no more time to understand anything. They buy ready-made things in the shops. But since there are no shops where you can buy friends, men no longer have any friends. The thing that is important is the thing that is not seen. A single event can awaken within us a stranger totally unknown to us. You become responsible, forever, for what you have tamed. Conceited people never hear anything but praise. It is the time you have wasted for your rose that makes your rose so important. What makes the desert beautiful, said the little prince, is that somewhere it hides a well. Words are the source of misunderstandings.